All right. What is going on? Happy Thursday night at 6:59 p.m. Started a minute early. Super excited for the stream tonight. Lots of new folks in the community over on our Discord channel, link down below. If you have not yet joined us, we would love to have you. And we're going to set a 5 super chat goal today at the lowest amount, $2 or higher. And we're going to set it for 2 hours, the extent of the live stream. I wish I need to copy and paste this somewhere so I don't always have to like type it in from scratch. Hope everyone's had a great week so far. Start goal, here we go. 5 super chat goal created. Fliphouse Finds has started a goal. There we go. Cool. All right, hello everyone. Welcome. What's up, Superior? Welcome. First one in the chat. Glad you are here, sir. Let me get my browser set up. I forgot to do that before the stream. Always have to, oh geez. It always likes to lock to the edges of my window over here. Here, let me pull up my browser cam so I can get it pulled down so it fills up just the right amount of spot. Yep, right amount of spot, right around a space. Gosh, I don't have a good feeling about my brain tonight. I can't even say that phrase right. Yeah, I always like to get it just the right size so you can see all the things. What do I still have in my shop? I haven't looked at my inbox. I know I've got 6 or 7 orders to pack tonight. Ooh, I still got that Zacian V in there. That is a nice card. I really like that card a lot. Oh, that Gengar's in there. Latias EX. What else we got? A few. Then it kind of drops down in the $2 range. But yeah, I've sold most of my big hitters. Yeah, that is a really cool card. I like that card a whole lot. I like the way I had the kind of the dark mode set up on my pro seller site. I really like the way it looks. Yeah, so it's a little rainy outside. I've got a candle going over here. I was trying to put it in the background and turn off the lamp, but oh, so good. Vetiver and cedarwood from Target. So good. It smells amazing. Yeah, but if you're new to the stream, I see we have 3 viewers in here. Let us know you're here. Put a comment down below. You do have to be a subscriber for 1 minute, 60 seconds to leave a comment. But if you're new here, please do that. We've got a goal of 5 super chats over the next 2 hours. So if you want to do that at $2 or higher, that's awesome to help support the channel. We are still so close to getting monetized. We have 944 subscribers. We just need 56 more subscribers and we're going to get monetized. That means that whenever people watch the videos just while I'm sleeping, that a few pennies will be there each time from the AdSense revenue, and that'll really help my business to take off and scale. So super excited about that. We just got to get the right people. I've thought several times about promoting it or, you know, reaching out to family and friends, but I really want it to be organic growth, and I want it to be not mess up the algorithm, because if people subscribe, they're the first ones that get fed the videos. And if it doesn't perform well with subscribers, then it doesn't get pushed as hard in the algorithm out to other people. So I don't want just people that are going to be subscribers that aren't going to actually watch the content and mess up the algorithm, because some of my videos pop off and they get a couple thousand views, and some, like my last one, is in around the 150, 200 view range, and that's fine. Not every video could be a hit. But hey, Mandy, welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here, my friend. Hey Mandy, do I need to send you my address for the card drop scanner thing that you made? I just realized, I don't know, I mean, you may have it on one of my previous orders that I sent you. You may have it laying around, but I just thought about that. I don't know that I've sent you my address for that. Just send it to Minnesota, they'll find me. And I've got my camera number 2 set up in case we get into anything fun down here. Oh yeah, this is, I put this on Instagram and stuff, and my son got me this Eevee coffee mug. I'm nervous about using it though because it's got pointy ears. I'll pull it out of the box here in a little bit. But yeah, normally it was $20. On eBay they're going for like $50. It's pristine. There's not a chip on it or anything, but it's really, really cool. He came home yesterday super excited, and I was super excited to have it. So yeah, it's fun. And let me try my chat button out here. There it is in the chat. Thanks for joining us for tonight's stream. We have a super chat goal of 5 tonight. If you'd like to participate, thanks for being here. Yep, that's cool. Let's see. Good evening, Alan. Hey, no, I will ship it Saturday. Sorry, I've been super busy. No, Mandy, I wasn't saying that for you to feel pressure in any sort of way. I was just like trying to think like, have I just not given that to you? So, okay, yeah, my address. Yeah, it's the 1863 is the first 4 digits. If that's the, yeah, the mug is super cute, super cute. Yeah, my son said there was a Mewtwo one, a Pikachu one, and an Eevee one in the research that he did, like while he was in the Goodwill when he found it. Our Goodwills up here are top tier. I mean, we probably have 5 Goodwills within 20 minutes of the house, so there's lots of really cool things to get there. I did, Superior. Yes, I did. At first, I thought it was spam. I've had a lot of bots reach out to me. In fact, I've gone, hey, thanks, Nick. Appreciate you. I like those slab stands that you have. Oh, the ones, yeah. Did I show you these last week? Yeah, these guys here. And it's got the little stands that fold into the back, so it kind of looks like a typical like slab bumper. But it is a little bit deeper in the back so that it can hide the stands there. They're 3D printed by the company, but I got 10 of them for, I don't remember what I paid for them. I got these early in my collecting career. But yeah, they come out, and I think they have them in different colors. I just like I just have like a modern, low-key, just black motif. You know, I got light gray walls behind me. I got succulents over here. I'm old enough now where I like the minimalistic approach and things to be kind of, you know, quiet and not very cluttered. But yes, thank you so much. I thought it was spam. I've gone and scrubbed my email address from I sat here for like 2 hours and did this the other night. Every live stream, every video I've done, I took my email address off of it. I also took my email address off of the description of my YouTube channel because I've been getting these emails from overseas. I'll just say that. And people are like, oh, I can help you maximize your SEO. And they'll have a screenshot of my channel and these red circles and arrows. And, you know, if I give them access to my channel, I probably get 3 or 4 of those a week. You know, if I give them access to my channel, they'll, you know, help me get more views and more monetized and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, no, thank you. I'm not giving anybody else my username and password. So yeah, when I first saw it, I didn't recognize your name, but thankfully in the email, you identified yourself. I haven't had a chance to put those codes in yet. But no, I appreciate it. That's a ton of fun. Yeah, thanks, Nick. I really appreciate. Yeah, these stands are really cool. And then I've got the ones I have back here. Oh, you can't see this one. It's off camera. I've gotten these. They come in 3 pieces when you get them. And these, let's see if I can get them out. They kind of click in. These stands pop down into these little holes here, and it's great for like either top loaders to display stuff. Or one touch. So this is my wife's collection, and so it sits on her desk back here. And then we got this little wooden easel for her parasol lady that she really likes. That's always in the background of all my videos. Yeah, so the way I'm thinking about it now, as far as if someone wants to reach out to me to collaborate or with an offer, my Instagram is linked on my channel, so someone can send me a DM there, or I'm offering up our Discord every single week, and so yeah, if someone wants to reach out to me, they can join our Discord and type in the chat, hey Alan, I've got a collaboration idea with you. Then I can exchange my email address. I'm not looking for lots of collaboration at the moment. Between being an Amazon affiliate, which I still haven't earned enough money to get a check from them yet. I think you have to earn at least 100 before they'll cut you a check. A Shipping Shield affiliate, and then hopefully monetized on the channel here soon. Yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, I need to write Nick's name down here for to be immortalized. Immortalized in the description here when we're done with the stream for a super chat. Thank you for that, sir. Yeah, I've been having this issue. I just had to hit refresh on my browser down here where I see all your chat, where sometimes it comes up and says, uh-oh, something went wrong, and I hit refresh, and then it pops right back. Because if I don't have that window down here, I can't see what you guys are saying. So it's kind of frustrating. I don't know why that's been happening all of a sudden. I don't know if it's a Google Chrome setting that I've done or what we've got going on down there. Kind of crazy. Hey, we got 5 in the chat right now. I have three people's chats I recognize, and so if you are just joining, thank you for being here. Let us know you're here. Say something in the chat. We got a super chat goal of 5 before the end of the live stream at 9 o'clock. So if you want to take part in that, Nick's already got us off to a good start. But no, thank you, Nick, for that. I really appreciate it. YouTube's going to take their 30%. You know, they'll take their 60 cents of the $2. But you know, it's the easiest way for people to support the channel, so I'll let YouTube have their piece. That's all good. Yeah, last week I remember talking about getting a mug with the Flip House Finds logo on it, but I'm still drinking out of my pie mug where you can see every position of pi. Not every, but you know, because it goes on infinity, 3.14159265535. Yeah. I'm a nerd that way, absolutely. Okay, a little blue number popped up down here at the bottom. Engage with your audience. What does this say? Start a Q&A, start a poll, members only live stream. Click here, close. No, that's too many choices. I don't want to do any of that. I did have a member, our first member last week. That was fun. Somebody gifted a membership. I promised in memberships I would give them shout outs. Let me see if I can figure by clicking around over here who our member is. Let's see. There's his name, Connor C_1. Connor C_1 is our only member of the channel right now, which is fine. Yeah, it's cool to have our first member. But yeah, he was gifted by, I don't know who the person that did it was, like RetroMike. Is that who it was last week? And so yeah, I don't know if that was his son or a friend or what, but I appreciated that also. Did I write down the name last week? I bet you I put it on a Post-it note and tossed it. He'll be in the description of last week's deal for sure. Well, what's everybody up to this week? How's the, I forced myself Tuesday night when I got home from work to sit down, and I listed somewhere between 100 and 150 cards and sold through, RetroMike. Yeah, RetroMike was here last night, or last Thursday. Yeah, he was hanging out for quite a while. Yeah, and then when TJ, Pokepaster TCG, dropped in, they were giving each other a hard time back and forth, so. Yeah, I think Retro kind of between my channel and RAR and Pokepaster TCG. But yeah, TJ came in last week and threw a super chat in there. He typically comes in like the second hour is when TJ comes in. So yeah, excited to when he pops in. He's got a wealth of knowledge and attacks the hobby a little bit differently. But when I got home Tuesday night, I forced myself to sit down because I put out the video last week where I hate listing cards, and I was like, okay, if I'm going to sell these cards, I got to list these cards. And I listed somewhere between 100 and 150 cards, and I've literally sold through one of my regular buyers. She lives out in California, and she made like a $70 order of like 20 cards, and so that took a while. Hey, Eloy. So yeah, Eloy and I got to hang out last night. We were in Discord, and we started chatting, and so we went down to one of our chat channels and kind of did a webcam conversation back and forth. I was showing off our BCW boxes that I have back here because he was thinking about leveling up his organizational style and what he was doing. He was just running his whole business out of ETBs, and so Eloy, it's cool to hear about your wife and your child and hear your story a little bit. But yeah, sorry I had to take off and go move the water sprinkler and all that kind of stuff. But my neighbor across the street has an in-ground sprinkler system, but I don't have the pockets yet. I'm not making enough money in this business to to pay for a full in-ground sprinkler. But no, it was cool to talk to you last night. If you're here in the chat and you've not joined our Discord, make sure you do. And it's we have a lot of fun in there. We've been talking about stuff. Retro Mike, there he is. There you go, Nick. Nick gifted a membership from RetroMikeCollects. We were just talking good about you behind your back, bro. Or maybe you heard all of it. Oh, you bought it. Nice, Eloy. Way to go. Nick, you're my second member. Thanks to Retro Mike. Retro Mike is out here just giving away memberships. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Really do. Yeah, who Retro Mike, if you're willing to say, the person you gifted to last week, is that just somebody you know from selling Pokemon cards, or is it somebody that you're connected to in some way? Yeah, look at that, Nick. Nick, you got the I have a range. I've taken my logo, and it starts off white and then changes color as the more months that you're a member of the channel. And so you start off with a white one, and then I think it goes green, blue, purple. Like, it's kind of like the World of Warcraft drop colors, and then I think it turns red after a year, and then keeps changing colors. And so yeah, so now you have that, and I think you might even, Nick, tell me if I'm wrong, you might even have an emoticon with the logo as well that you might have access to. So, oh, okay. Retro Mike says YouTube randomly selects who receives the gifted membership. Well, man, Nick was just talking good about you, so that's awesome that it went to him, because he was just saying nice things about you. He says he sees you on RAR's live streams, and I think Pokepastors, or I was talking about that. Yeah, that's very serendipitous that Nick was the one to receive it. So, oh, nice. Yeah, so you got the blue emoticon or logo or whatever there. That's awesome. I'm heartless and soulless. I have no friends, only acquaintances. I doubt that that's true, my guy. I doubt that that's true. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, Mike, jump in there and you're going to have a lot of friends, not just acquaintances. I'm like double fisting. I got Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar and coffee over here. I'm just like, I've got seasonal allergies, and the back of my throat is so raw. I'm going to have to probably pee like twice during this live stream. It's going to be crazy. I doubt that you are heartless and or soulless, Mike. I really do. But man, I appreciate the support, no matter who gets the membership. I really do. Now, Nick, you have to keep paying the membership now. Mike's not going to gift it to you every month. So if you want to be a member on a regular basis. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, good question. What does the membership do? So right now, it's pretty simple. In the first tier, which is like, I think, $3.99, $2.99, something like that. Mike keeps his friends close and enemies closer. Not drinking out of your Eevee cup. No, I haven't washed it yet. I'm going to pull it out so you guys can take a look at it. Right now, it's still in the package. Mike says so many enemies. So the first tier is just getting a shout out when the membership gets established, and I'm going to mention them in some of my videos. The second tier, I think, is at $6.99. I just have two tiers right now. I didn't figure. I mean, some people have $3.99, $6.99, $12.99, $15.99, whatever. But every time that you do that, YouTube forces you to choose from a set list of benefits that you would receive. And so if you do the higher tier, the $6.99, the way I have it set it right now, but it's kind of got a bug, is that you get early access to my videos. And so I was going to have it where my videos would come out a couple of hours sooner than it does to the rest of the public, because typically they come out at 6 p.m. Central on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and then the live stream obviously Thursdays. The live stream you wouldn't get early access to. They just start when they start. But when I tried to set that up with this last one, this last video that I produced on Tuesday, as soon as I hit publish, even though it wasn't coming out for 2 more days, because I actually uploaded it Sunday night because I was busy all day Monday, it immediately notified the Discord channel of new content, even though the only people that would have access to that new content would be members at the higher tier, which I had none. And so I quickly deleted it. Thankfully, I heard the Discord notify me that something, heard the little notification audio, and I went and deleted it because I was like, that might get confusing and frustrating for those of you in the Discord channel, because you're like, why can't I watch this video that Alan just linked in the content channel? And so I'm still trying to work out if that's working as intended, or if I need to. So I might try it with my video. I'm going to record a video tomorrow. I might try it when I upload that video to set it up 2 hours early. Go and delete the one that automatically notifies the channel, and see if it notifies the channel at the appropriate time for members and or the regular load time. I don't know. It's not a problem with YouTube. It's a problem with the way Discord is being communicated with by YouTube. So I'll try to figure it out. It's not rocket science. I'm sure I can. I just didn't want to confuse or frustrate people in Discord going like, why can't we look at this video that Alan just promoted in this channel? And I didn't have a quick solution for it. So, hey Nick, are you playing golf in your little circle icon there in the chat? The pose it looks like, I mean, it's so tiny on my screen. It looks like you're playing golf. Fun fact about me is in high school, my varsity letter jacket that I got was in golf. So I was really good at golf. We played 9 holes, 5 days a week, had several tournaments throughout the school year, and I was on varsity, and it was a lot of fun. But I haven't played much since my high school days. But I pulled out my clubs the other day. Nick says yes, but a very, very old photo, though. And I pulled out my old clubs that I got when I was like 16. I'm now 50, so they're 34-year-old technology in those clubs. And went out to the driving range, and I didn't do too bad. My driver, though, is old school, and the technology in drivers now is so much more forgiving and so much better. So I need to upgrade my driver if I'm going to play a little bit more often. But yeah, I'm not a terrible. I'm sure I could do okay. But if I could do bogey golf, where I could do 1 over on every hole, if I could finish 18 holes at 18 over, I'd be giddy, be happy. If I could do 90 or below on a 72 par. So yeah. So what's everybody want to talk about tonight? What are we up to? What do we got going on here? Yeah, Eloy, it's vintage, all right, man. The shafts on my golf clubs are metal still. They're not like graphite and all the things they have now with all the flexible stuff. They're definitely vintage. All right, let me do this. I'm gonna pull the. First, I'm gonna apply some chapstick. Yeah, this year it's a little rainy outside. Got my candle going over here. When I come down here and kind of get in the zone to pack or list, I have my candle going. I bought like 5 of these when they were on sale. Vetiver and cedarwood. I wish you could smell this candle. It is absolutely chef's kiss. So good. But yeah, let's take a look at this. Put the keyboard up there. This mug that my son got me. Have you been playing the games even though you haven't been streaming? Yeah, actually I fired up my my Anbernic. I fired up this guy just this afternoon and played a little bit with the Pokemon. I don't remember what Pokemon we were on last. Crystal? Is that what we were playing together? So yeah, so the reason I was going to use this mug, but I'm nervous about it for a couple reasons. Number one, it's not dishwasher safe, so it's hand wash only, and it says not to soak, and so it's so fragile, I guess, in the way that they made it that you can't even soak it. I guess it'll make the paint come off. And it's hand wash only, not dishwasher. And these ears are quite the liability as far as chipping them. And my son said he saw a couple listed on eBay, one without the package that was like 30 or 40 bucks, and one with the box that was like 50. I'm not going to sell it, but I think I'm just going to keep it sealed. Yeah, there's a little something there on the ear. Keep it sealed to keep it safe, because it was super kind of my son to give it to me. And but no, it's really nice. The ears though are like with my big hands getting them in between all the ears here and everything. But no, it's a really, really cool mug. They did a good job of catching the like Eevee smirk and the cheeks and the big, the eyes and everything. Yeah, he was so excited when he brought it home, and I was excited to have it. So, yeah, it's got all this room in the back that, you know, you can only see just a little bit in the front. And then this piece of plastic has the mold on it for the ears as well to keep it from bouncing around. But surely somebody had this as a collectible. Because if it was still in the box at Goodwill, somebody had this, and then somebody either passed away or their kid moved out and they were cleaning out the room or something and got rid of it. Yeah, the MSRP here on the back says $20. So yeah, super special, man. So my son is so thoughtful. I asked in Discord, but when is the Mayhem sale? I want to make sure I have this new collection I picked up on time. So I put a screenshot of that of the banner on the TCG Player website on there after I answered Eloy, but it's May. Hold on, let me check. I think it said May 29th. Let me go. Where did you put that in? Was that in the general chat? Yeah. Mayhem is May 29th from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be, if you're Central, that would be 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So it is a 14-hour sale on May 29th from 9 a.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, that's worth making sure you've got your ducks in a row. I listed all the cards I had pulled out, but I have another probably 150 cards right here I need to list. I'm hoping to get those listed this next week. And then I'm always waiting for that next collection to land in my lap. Eloy said my wife would love that. She's into evolutions. Yeah, it's really cool. So what did you, if you had a chance to watch my, we're going to talk about this. Never mind. Not the last video. If you're in the Discord, you saw me post this morning. I went to bed last night. I probably sat here and packed for like 2 hours last night. All those cards I listed on Tuesday had sold, not all those, but like I would say 80% of the cards sold in 24 hours. And all of those cards I had listed over retail. That's just the way I'm doing it, and they're still selling so fast. And a lot of them, I had been sitting on them so long, and they're older ones, they've actually been going up in price. So I may have actually squeezed a little bit more profit out of them even than I would have if I had listed them when I got them. So my laziness a little bit there, my ADHD helped me in that one, maybe make a little bit more money. But this guy made like a 3-card, like $18 order from me, and immediately messages me and tells me he'll give me a good review if I'll put a few surprises in the order for him, because he enjoys getting surprises. And it was kind of like, it was like dear sir or madame, and the language was a little janky. But number one, you have because you do not ask, I guess. I think that's in the Bible somewhere. So bold move, asking a seller for something. Kind of felt a little passive aggressive where he said, like, I'll give you a good review if you do this, because it's almost like I'm going to give you a bad review if you don't. Obviously, all of my orders, I talk about writing a handwritten note and drawing a sketch. So to me, that's something a little bit extra. But the challenge is, yeah, for sure. Yeah, big fan of that guy. Yeah, but the challenge is that the number of cards he ordered, I think it was maybe 4 cards. Yeah, it was 4 cards. But when you add that 5th card, or around the 6th card, depending on how thick the foil is, that's that pivot point into where I have to add the extra ounce of shipping. So I have to add another 30 cents. Now on an $18, $19 order, not a big deal. But yeah, I was thinking about, I mean, I'll put a couple of bulk cards or something in there to surprise him at the most, but then it's going to cost me more money to send it to him because it's going to weigh more, whatever. So like, I certainly don't feel having the paper trail of him asking for that. If he gave me a bad review, I would certainly escalate the thread to TCG Player and say, hey, this guy, like, what the heck? And they would probably take it off. But I don't know. I've just never had anybody come at me like that. Mandy, when you say over market, are you talking about what I said a few minutes ago? Yeah, my surprise, I think, is the drawing, and maybe he'll interpret it as such. If I can get one extra card in there and not have to pay the extra ounce stamp, you know, that's okay, I guess. But when you say over market, Mandy, are you talking about what I was saying earlier about listing all the cards over market? Hey, we got 8 people in here right now. Let us know you're here in the chat. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have stickers made up because, I don't know, whenever I get stickers, like if I buy a new iPhone and it comes with Apple stickers or something, like, I'm not putting those stickers anywhere. Like, and if somebody, I've bought from a couple of people over the last year and a half or so that have sent stickers. What am I going to do with that? Like, where am I going to put that? I don't know. I'm not going to stick them on the outside of my storage boxes or anything like that. And I just don't know what I would do with the sticker. And then the business cards, the way that TCG tracking allows me to have a QR code that people can take a picture of and it brings them to my YouTube channel or to my pro seller site. That's all the business card that I need. I think my personal note and the sketch is a nice personal touch. But I don't know what kind of extras I would put in there. Around Christmas time, my son had bought me the holiday box, and with the holiday box, it came with some stickers that I didn't want to keep, and so on a few of my orders to some of my regular customers, I would put a sticker in with their order. But yeah. Retro Mike says, I had some guy leave a 1-star review because I didn't put each and every comment in their own penny sleeve. He told me not to be cheap. TCG Player Support removed his feedback from my profile. Yeah, that one kind of ticks me off too. Like, I haven't had that review, but 10 cards, actually 11 cards with the code card, get put into a single Pokemon pack much looser than if you were able to put the 10 or 12 cards in a penny sleeve. And so they're actually safer. I do it like all of those I would put in a single penny sleeve with a tab in a shipping shield. That's better protected than the way Pokemon ships them around the country and the world. So yeah, that's good that they removed it. Nick says, I just reship most stickers that come. Yeah, if it's a sticker that doesn't have like a store name or something on it, yes, I'll gift it to another buyer or somebody that makes an order later down the road for sure. Yeah, okay, let me tell you about that, Mandy, over retail. They get into a little stack that gets added to outgoing orders, especially if they are Pokemon related. Send him a business card as a bonus. Yeah, I'll go get my business card from my job, put it in there. Yeah, so Mandy, let me see if I can illustrate. So it's the way that I price cards, and this is the dilemma I'm having. I was talking to Eloy about this last night. Oh yeah, here Eloy, you can see the Mayhem sale right there on the main screen. They're doing a sweepstakes where they're giving away $50 store credit to every day until Mayhem. So you might want to, I want to enter that right now, actually. Let me make you all go away so I can enter that. My email. You should know my email. I have a bunch of different emails. I am a human. Sign up now. Thanks for entering the Mayhem sale. Okay, cool. We entered Mayhem. We did it. So, oh, I got another order came through. Nice. Yeah, here's the message from the guy just sitting there because I read it in my inbox. So let's say here in inventory, let's see if I have any still in my inventory where I can show you. Let's see if this is one of the ones that it works this way. Oh no, that's a lightly played. That's not a good choice. Let's see. The Salamence here. Okay, so you'll see here that TCG market price is $2.39, but I have it listed for $2.59. So when you click into it, and I may change the price as I'm looking at it right here. So near mint, the market price is $2.39. But 51 of those have sold over the last, so when you mouse over this bar here, 51 of those have sold over the last 3 days. So that means about 15 have sold each day. So when I come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is about where I want to price the card. Well, that's over the retail price. So retail's $249 or $239, that's actually $249. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to come in here and reprice it at $2.46. So when I say that, and then when I list it on my pro seller site, I'm listing it 5% under what I'm listing it on the marketplace. So let's just make it $229. That's a little more than 5% under what I sell it on the marketplace, but it's under market for sure. Then I hit save. And so if you go card by card, there are those pennies that you can squeeze out. And obviously if it's a $20 card and it's a similar thing, it might be $1.50 more that you can make and still put it at a competitive price. And so, oh, when I said retail, did I mean market? Yes, I'm sorry. My brain may have said retail. Yes, because I'm selling all the cards over retail, obviously. Because if you buy a pack for $6 and there's 10 cards in there, I'm selling the cards over 60 cents a piece. Yes. Yes, Mandy, thank you. No, I'm sorry if I misspoke. Yes, I meant over market, not over retail. Good catch. Sorry, hopefully somebody hasn't watching this live stream on demand and they heard me say that and they're like, this guy's an idiot, and then like left the video on demand. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Thank you, Mandy, for catching that. It's so silly of me. Yeah, so I was also playing some other games on my Anbernic 2, but yeah, I was kind of nervous, Mandy, about playing Pokemon Live, TCG Live, or the Anbernic to like play the old Pokemon games too much. I didn't want to turn this into like a gaming stream or gaming channel or anything like that. But yeah, Mandy says, "LOL, don't worry about it." No, I'm not worried. I was just silly that I said that. Absolutely silly. I can't believe that I was saying that instead of market. I was saying retail. Silly, Alan. But what I was talking to Eloy about last night was, let's see, Mandy says, also you had me dying when you said, I think that's in the Bible after knowing your profession. Yes. I need to look that up. I think it's the Bible, it's talking about prayer, and it's saying basically like, you have not because you ask not. And it's just like, it's trying to encourage, Christians to pray. Yeah, and so it's like, but I do know that 100% of the prayers you don't pray don't get answered, right? Is that one of the sayings as well? I don't know. That all sounds like theology bumper stickers or whatever. But yeah, in my video, last week, I was talking about getting some kind of device to scan in cards to make that part of the process easier. And so that was fresh in my mind. And then when I was listing all of those cards, sitting here on Tuesday night for a couple of hours and listing cards voraciously, I was like, the one thing I would lose if I got a machine that can make that go faster is the ability to go card by card and making sure that I'm pricing them at a price that is not just choosing to do it at market price, but market price plus 1%, 2%, 5%, whatever, because a lot of times when I'm listing a card, that's where I'm positioning it is it's at market plus. Because you don't want to price it so cheap. I mean, when you're trying to get to level 4, maybe you want to be the absolute lowest so you can make a lot of sales to get to level 4 as quickly as possible. But even when I got to level 4 in 21 days, I was still listing the same way I'm listing today. I've just been able to fine tune it a little bit more than I did when I first started listing. But I would say 90% of the cards that I listed on Tuesday night, I was able to list over market. Some by a few pennies, some by a couple dollars, because that would be the advantageous place to list the card based on current market trends. And so like if I just had a scanner here that scanned in 500 cards and I just clicked list them all at market price, I would be missing out on quite a bit of profit. I'm not talking hundreds of dollars. I may not even be talking about dozens of dollars, but if there's a few extra dollars to be made, that pays for a pack of top loaders or penny sleeves or whatever else. And so, yeah, Nick, so that's the thing. The mass price tool I could leverage for that. And I have where I have it leveraged right now is on my pro seller site. I have it running Japanese and English 5% under market, I think at like 3 or 4 a.m. usually most nights. I think it's automated that way right now. I need to go back and look to make sure it's still working, because I know you get all kinds of like alerts and stuff like that. But I think that the part, Nick, that makes me want to not do that is some cards, it might be the best position is 1% over. Some cards it may be 7% over market. Some it might be 3.5. And so if I had a single rule for all the cards I uploaded every time, it's not going to be as fine-tuned. So here's the thing, like if I get a machine that automates the listing of cards, it will save me a lot of time, but I will lose the card by card control of listing it for maximum profit. But if I continue to list the way that I'm listing, I'm going to go crazy because it is slower, much slower, and card by card, and I can fine tune the prices. So there are pros and cons. One saves me time, one makes me more money. But the question I have to debate is it going to make me enough money that if I say, like, my time is worth, I mean, all of our time is money, is worth something, right? Like when you go do your job, even if you're I'm salary. If you take your salary and you divide by 2,080 hours, that's 40 hours a week times 52 weeks. That's your hourly salary. So like, what do you get paid an hour? Even if you are on salary, you take your salary, you divide by 2,080, and you can kind of figure out what your hourly rate is. And so do I want to save time and maybe give up some profit, or do I want to give up the speed of posting and make a little bit more money? So that's the dilemma. And so then the question becomes like, well, maybe I need to just, because like some of you guys have thousands of cards listed. I usually stay in the sweet spot of around 250 or less, and I just sell through, buy more, sell through, buy more, sell through. And now I'm selling cards that are, I'm not doing, cards that are under $1 anymore. I'm trying not to, unless I just have to buy a collection and there's some in there. In fact, a lot of the cards I have here, I think some of those are like EXs and stuff like that. A lot of these will probably be under $1. And that's fine. I mean, that gives me some inventory, and maybe somebody will buy a bunch in a single order. So that's the dilemma, right? And when you first get started, it's all about how can I make more money? How can I not lose this much? How can I make more? How can I make money versus how can I not lose money? Changing that mindset. But I think that's my big dilemma right now. And not only that, I don't have space to put another machine, so I would have to buy another table or something to put over here too. So I don't know. Those are all the things I'm overthinking. RetroMike says card uploader allows you to set pricing rules like upmarking by a percentage above TCG player price, either for the whole batch or inline card by card. So that interface, Mike, whenever you pull it up after you've scanned them all in, allows you to go card by card. I guess does it have a hyperlink in that output that'll take you to the TCG player marketplace page where you could quickly see what you want to list it? Because that might be, I don't know. I just have to figure out what I'm willing to sacrifice. Because I know, having kind of blown past the 1,500 mark in sales, I know that I'm making money overall. Like I am making money overall. The flywheel is spinning. Proof of concept has been established. If I sell cards, I am making money. And so I'm not making a ton of money, but certainly like at scale, like PokePaster TCG, TJ, the quantity of cards that he's selling, he's making more money, but it's a numbers game. It's how many sales can you do, you know, in a month, in a week, in a day, kind of thing. And so for me, it's that balance of life versus, you know, sitting here at my desk at night packing orders, or do I want to pack a handful of orders and game a little bit to relax from the day? And so certainly, like on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I will post a bunch because I'm off on Thursdays and Fridays and I have more time to pack cards, so I had to go by the post office today. But yeah, those are all the things I'm thinking. But I do feel like a scanning device, whether the Epson, the Ricoh, I've kind of talked myself out of the Roca sifter because of the $25 a month, and because I just don't see the scan and identify tool as being as robust as some of these other tools that people are talking about, card uploader being one of them. So Mike says it auto defaults to the market price, and then you can change it card by card to open the TCG Player Marketplace. Oh wait, hold on. Change it card by card, what you want, and then it exports to a CSV to import into staging for the quantity and price. There is also a button next to each card to open TCG Player Marketplace for that match card, so you can assess the chart if you want. That's super cool. Mike, do you have a video on your channel using Card Uploader? I couldn't remember if you did or not. I remember pulling up your channel last week when you popped into the live stream, and I was trying to remember. Yeah, I'm going to give you a shout out to Retro for the gifted sub earlier as well. Yeah, because Card Uploader is $9.99 a month and it's unlimited scans, right? It's in your Epson scanner video. Okay, I'm writing that down. Writing that down. Ooh, got some rolling thunder outside. I like it. Get some rain. Put some fertilizer out this last week and need to get some rain on it. I don't go over every feature in detail in that video, but should give you an idea of how it works. Yeah, that's great. That's, yeah, just to see the interface generally. And has the interface been updated or changed a lot since that video? Because I think some of the other platforms, you know, some of the ones I mentioned in that video were like TCG Automate, Card Uploader. There's one built into TCG Tracking. I know somebody in our Discord community is trying that one out, but hasn't been very impressed with the card recognition on the scanning there. I've tried Scan and Identify a couple of times. I just actually, I just started using the Collector app, but primarily because I wanted to just kind of keep track of what my sealed collection was worth. If you ever want to just walk through the features, you can ping me on Discord and we can do a screen share and I can walk you through the features. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I'd appreciate that. Is your name in the Discord the same as it is here? So, you know, I've been collecting sealed ETBs. And so I have, I don't know if you can see, I've got my Destined Rivals, Ascended Heroes, Mega Evolution, or I'm sorry, Phantasmal Flames, Surging Sparks, the 2 Mega Evolution art styles, the Perfect Order ETB, and then the Pokemon Day 2026. And so yeah, so that collection is currently worth $960.44, which is amazing. And so also realizing that even though my bank account doesn't reflect that value, that if I was to liquidate those assets, I wouldn't be able to get 100% of them. But I have that nest egg over there as well. So UI is mostly the same. They added inventory management since that video. My Discord handle should be RetroMike. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, one of my guys I buy from on a regular basis, he uses Collector whenever we come up with a deal. So I dig that. But Man, we lost like 5 viewers all of a sudden. That was crazy. We don't ever lose that many that quick. I wonder if that was a YouTube thing or something. I'm just showing 2 concurrent viewers. It's odd to see that many drop off that quickly. Mandy says, I need to sell some of my stuff. Mine is at 12,800. Is that your like overall collection, or are you talking about just sealed? Because that's just my sealed. I haven't done all the cards in my top loader binder or anything. Hey, welcome Retro Mike to Flip House Foundry. You just officially joined our Discord, sir. You're gonna get a hand wave from me. Welcome, welcome. Bunch of fun conversations going on in there. Yeah, Mandy, is that 12 grand just sealed or just overall collection? I was watching an Instagram today, and I never sealed, graded, and singles. That's not even all my singles. Yeah, it's probably hard to kind of keep track of all your singles and stuff. Yeah, the thing that's interesting to me too is I was watching an Instagram today, and again, I don't know if this is true or not. This is just someone just speaking to the camera, and I don't know what authority they have to speak towards the subject that they're speaking on. But he was saying that he found out that his bank, and again, take this with a grain of salt. I don't know if this is true. Mandy says, I like how the collector app lets you filter out those categories. Oh, that's cool. Take this with a grain of salt, but the guy was saying that he found out that his bank would allow him to borrow up to $25,000 with the collateral of Pokemon cards as the collateral. So that if he didn't pay back his loan, they would take his collection as collateral. That's crazy to me. It sounds plausible, but not probable. Yeah, because Mandy, Mike is here, you're here, Superior. So Mandy, Superior, and Mike are all here, and it's only showing me 2 concurrent viewers. So I don't know. That's odd. I don't know how many. Can you guys see how many viewers there are? I wouldn't think that they hold on to the cards. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah, I don't know what bank. He didn't identify his bank, but he was just saying that he was at the bank and was mentioning his Pokemon card collection, and I don't know if it was the bank teller or bank president or somebody overheard him talking and said, hey, did you know that you can get a loan with Pokemon cards as collateral up to $25,000 in value? And so I think it would be the same way, like if you bought a car or a house, that house and the car are collateral to the actual loan itself. But yeah, I'm not sure how they would make sure that that person didn't sell off, because a car or a house requires a lot of legal processing before you can, you have to go register it with the county or the DMV, or, have a loan officer do your mortgage or transfer title and those kinds of things. But Pokemon cards, like if I said, oh yeah, here's my cards I have in my inventory, do they need to see those first to believe that you have them? Do they need to be slabs so they can verify that you own them on PSA? Like, I don't know. And again, he could have just been trying to get clicks, so I don't know if it was true or not, but we'll see. Oh, Mike says it shows 6 for him on here. Okay, yeah, now it's back up to 5 for me. It's weird, I don't know. Superior says I have about $13,000. That's how I keep track of my inventory. It says 6 now. Pokepastor TCG in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome. We were just talking good behind your back, Retro Mike, and I don't know if Nick is still in here. Nick's one of your fans as well. Jeff, what's up, Jeff? Nice pink hand wave there. Retro Mike says that bank is just treating it as an asset. Probably would need to provide a periodic annual appraisal. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, to retain. Yep, agreed. Yeah, TJ, we were just talking about, I saw an Instagram reel earlier today where a guy said he was in his bank and he was talking to someone about his Pokemon collection, and one of the employees of the bank came up to him and said that, did you know that their bank would be willing to loan you up to $25,000 if Pokemon cards were the collateral? And so I'm sure you'd have to come up with some kind of Excel spreadsheet or inventory and a cost or whatever. I mean, Pokemon cards, they have outperformed, the NASDAQ over the last 20, 30 years. So they certainly are going up in value, but yeah, as a bank, that seems odd to me. But yeah, I mean, if it is a new way to do assets, you know, or to have liability assets and things like that, yeah. Yeah, dang, that's wild. But yeah, I mean, I know that, like, I mean, just normal banking, I can go to the bank and I can take out money I've already paid towards my mortgage out as capital. And if I don't pay it back, then that just rolls back into my mortgage. And so there's different things like that you can do. But obviously, like if you buy a car or a boat, they're only going to loan you what that car or boat is worth in the like blue book value or whatever the equivalent to a boat is. And so the actual thing you're buying is the collateral for the loan that you're taking out. Now, at some point, you're upside down. If you look at the amortization schedule, at some point, you'd be upside down where you might owe more on the boat or the car or the house than what it's actually worth. And that's what happened like back in, oh, my wife just texted me saying it shows 6 viewers on her end. Yeah, now it's showing me 9 on my end. I don't know, it's weird. Retro Mike says, TJ, kindly loan me $25K so I can rip celebrations and hunt for a gold Mew. Thank you kindly. TJ's like, I got you. Yeah. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, PokePaster lending. That's what it's going to be. That's going to be his new brand, his new Instagram channel. He's trying to loan you money for your Pokemon card collection. That is some weird, wild stuff. Yeah, TJ, I don't know if you saw earlier, my son went to Goodwill. I'm not sure if it was the one in Forest Lake or White Bear, but found this 2017 Eevee ceramic coffee mug. It's pretty awesome. I put it on my Instagram, was showing it off earlier. So he was super, super excited to bring it home and give it to me. So it's in my collection. He said he was seeing them on sale on eBay for like $50. So PokePaster the Loan Shark, make it happen. Yeah, thanks TJ. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I saw the news yesterday at work. So what's up, boss? I got to be good on here. Got to be good. Live wisely, right? Live wisely. I'm double fisting beverages. My seasonal allergies are killing my throat right now. And I'm assuming most of you have seen One Piece cards, but man, I still can't get over the quality of the print quality and the print controls on these cards and the thick cardstock. PokePaster says, yeah, something like that. Yep. Yep. It's exciting. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see here. Guys, we are just 56 subscribers away from getting fully monetized as a channel. So close. I know if you're typing in chat, you're already a subscriber, so I'm not trying to sell you on that, but yeah, it is. It's getting so close. Eloy, flushing my coolant while learning how to better my Pokemon business. Oh man, you got that skill set, huh? Fly you up here to the Twin Cities, and you can help us all flush our coolant. PokePaster says, funny enough, the other day, someone who I bought from asked to borrow $100. I did, and he paid it back, so we were good. Mandy, I have been striking out on getting... Mandy's asking if I'm going to rip anything tonight. I've been striking out. I've been thinking about ripping into my Pokemon Day packs, because there's 3 packs in there. But I'm trying to hang on to it. If I could find another one of those boxes, I might rip into one of those. But I need to go out and like do a really good job of hunting for some cards. Now, I've got 2 Pokemon Center Chaos Rising ETBs coming, 2 Chaos Rising booster bundles, and a whole booster box coming. So depending on when I get those and when the 1,000 subscriber live stream is, I might rip into one of those booster bundles or give away one of those booster bundles even. Yeah, so I'll see, but I don't have anything to rip tonight. I know you're my rip bad influence, Mandy. 100%. But yeah, I mean, I could rip these. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, this Zoroark or Zor. I can't even say that word. My mouth cannot say the word. Zoruwow. Yeah. Love that card. I think I'm going to add that to my PC. But all these I'm going to give away for sure on my 1,000 subscriber stream. All these are going to go to you guys. So got to be present to win. But these are all going to go out the door. Out the absolute door to you guys. For sure. Eloy says, nope, learning from the best school there is YouTube Academy. Oh, there you go. Retro Mike says there's like a 0.0000001% chance there's a Zard in that Pokemon Day box. That's true. I mean, that is the dream, is that, you know, if I was to find some packs at Target or Walmart or something and brought some home, that there'd be a come up for my business if I pulled, you know, one of the big cards and they could sell that, and that would just kind of be a boon. But you know, there's still the one card, guys, the one card that I need to sell that is squarely in my business. This was given to me by a friend at church, and this is not Pokemon related, but I still have this Walter Payton rookie card that I need to sell. And right now on eBay, it's worth about $225, $250, even at a PSA 1.5, which is fair. But if I could find the right buyer, maybe there's a big Chicago Bears fan up here that doesn't have the Walter Payton rookie card in their set and wants to add this to their collection, and then I can roll that right back up into my business. But we'll see. But I keep forgetting I have that over there. I need to get rid of it. Retro is Dribloon or Driftblim your thing? Y'all must be talking about a conversation carrying over from one of TJ's live streams or something. Come up to Thunder Bay and search for Pokemon. Yeah, what is the Pokemon scene like up in Thunder Bay? Let's see here. Thunder Bay, Ontario. I have the Minnesota driver's license that supposedly has the passport built into it. How long would it take me to drive to Thunder Bay? But you said you come into the States on occasion because you have, like you said, a P.O. box or something inside the U.S., right? Where you can have things sent and then pick them up. But yeah, didn't you say like in Grand Portage, somewhere around there, you have a post office box, Superior or something? Maybe I'm saying too much. I need to shut up. Let me see how long a drive it would take me to get to Thunder Bay from here. Oh, that's actually not bad. It's only a 5.5-hour drive. When I was in college, I lived 5 hours from home. And so that's actually not a bad drive at all. Beautiful too. We're gonna have to meet, man. We need to meet like in Grand Marais or something. Or Silver Bay would be about halfway. Of course, you'd be crossing over the country border. I wouldn't. That's not bad. 5.5-hour drive, that's not bad at all. Do you guys drive on the right side of the road? I'm just kidding. I know you do. Eloy says, I need to buy some new team bags. The large team bags I started with are running low. It's hard like anywhere. I do P.O. Box at Grand Portage. 6-hour drive. PokePass or TCG from Stormfront. Yeah, Eloy, I do have an affiliate link. I buy mine 1,000 at a time, my team bags. So this is I think I have nine packs in here left since I bought last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. I buy 1,000 at a time, and I get the cardboard gold team bags, which I really, really like. Those are my favorites that I found so far. I've tried the Ultra Pro, but just for the muscle memory for me, these are my favorite. The cardboard gold team bags. 3 3/8 inches by 4 1/4 inches are the ones I use. And I think I can get like 1,000 for, I don't know, I need to click on the link and see what they're going for right now. The price does go up and down on occasion, but not dramatically. Oh yeah, Duluth would be awesome. Yeah, my wife and I go up there several times during the spring and the summer, so we want to get up there more often this year. Our kids are getting older, and so we can get out of here a little bit more often. Let's see here, Flip House Find Business. This is where all my affiliate links are. Let me open up my Google Drive where I have my affiliate link document. Let's see here, cardboard gold tea bags. Yeah, right now you can get 1,000 of them for $31.99, so they come to 3 cents a piece. So that's what I use. You know, I need to in my Discord server. I asked my moderators the other day, not the other day, probably a couple months ago, whether they thought it would be permissible for me to have a channel that just has all my affiliate links in it, just for people to easily find them. And they said that it was. I just haven't taken the time to do that yet. But yeah, this is the, let's see how much, let me see how much the Ultra Pro bags are right now on Amazon, and if you can get 1,000 of them. No, right now it looks like the link I have is 100 of them for, oh, it actually has a price warning. The prices are higher than they typically should be, so. Ooh, okay, so TJ's saying the Beckett top loaders, I'm sorry, team bags. I've not tried those. Don't have static, which is nice. Ooh, okay. Eloy said the last ones I bought ripped at the seams when I put them in top loaders, or put top loaders in them. Yeah, here's the link to the cardboard gold ones that I use. Yeah, let me look up those Beckett ones. That sounds interesting. Beckett team bags, Amazon. Yeah, this is overpriced right now. I went into, there's a new card shop. A new card shop near where I work, and I could have sworn they had Ultra Pro products in there. I needed to get some more. My favorite penny sleeves are the Ultra Pro ones, and I'll show you why. And I was running out of them a lot. A couple of the guys I buy from, the thing I like about the Ultra Pro penny sleeves is the depth of them. So when I'm putting this in a top loader, or in a shipping shield, or a top loader for that matter, there's more plastic above the top of the card than a lot of penny sleeves. I probably have 1 or 2 in here, and typically I throw them away if they're not Ultra Pro. Let me see if I can find one in here that's smaller than the rest. Maybe this one here in the front. But yeah, the difference, I just like them to be deeper because that just gives them more wiggle room. No, that's definitely an Ultra Pro. I have a couple in here that are smaller. I need to just, but I've been kind of getting rid of them slowly, especially so I had to go on Amazon and get Ultra Pro penny sleeves. It was so funny. The store I went into, yeah, even this one, it doesn't have as much plastic at the top, but this isn't the one I was talking about. Some of them, they're so close to the top, and I think if you're like storing them in a top loader, but for shipping them, I like the deeper pocket, basically, that the Ultra Pro penny sleeve has. But Eloy says, trying to figure ways to trim down the shipping cost. Shipping is costing me around $1.03 per shipment. Yeah, the shipping shields, if you were to buy them in a larger quantity, you can get that price down a few pennies for sure. TCG tracking with its Easy Post integration. Yeah, here's one that's not an Ultra Pro. There's just not as much plastic at the top. Here, let me pull that Ultra Pro, put a card in it, and show the difference. This is why I like the Ultra Pro better. Woshin EX, or maybe not. No, it's definitely. I don't know if you can see. One is deeper than the other. The one with the pink tab is the Ultra Pro, and the one with the Alakazam at the orange tab is not Ultra Pro. I just like the deeper top loader. It just gives me a little bit more peace of mind when I ship out cards. But you do you. Maybe that doesn't bother you as much as it bothers me. But I'm just trying to do those things that, you know, what is the payoff for peace of mind versus, you know, buying cheaper products. And so for me, I'm certainly erring on the peace of mind side of the equation for sure. And I'm going to toss that penny sleeve in the garbage. Smaller one there. I try to recycle them, try to be a good steward of the planet, but sometimes it's not that simple. Also trying to make money in a small business, so. 25 of the cards I picked up yesterday came in perfect fit sleeves. Immediately took them out and put them in my own penny sleeves. Yeah, perfect fit sleeves. So like this card is in a perfect fit sleeve because I have Ultimate Guard. These are Ultimate Guard one-touch cases, and so I have them in Ultimate Guard one-touch or perfect fit sleeves. And so that allows them to fit perfectly. So like they look really, really nice. Like if you're displaying them. But for sorting and sifting and shipping, it's not going to be the same. But for this, so this is the Ultimate Guard one-touch case. And so when it's in the Ultimate Guard perfect fit, it fits in the groove there perfectly. It's not sliding any direction. And then I can be more confident when I put the back on the one-touch case that it's not going to bend the card or anything like that. So yeah, it's in there. It's not going anywhere. But so yeah, so I try to use the same brand perfect fit sleeve with the same brand one-touch case. So Retro Mike says mine is at 19 cents plus postage cost, so 97 cents for up to 6 cards, but that requires buying supplies in bulk. Yeah, so honestly, Eloy, you're not doing bad. I mean, you're only paying 6 more cents than someone like Mike that is, you know, a little bit at a higher scale than you are right now. And I would say mine's probably closer to that mark as well, the 97. But even like when I use TCG tracking, Easy Post is integrated into TCG tracking. When I buy my postage through TCG tracking and the Easy Post API where they communicate with one another, I'm paying 74 cents for a stamp instead of 78 cents for a stamp. So that's saving me 4 cents just right there on top. So that's not a small savings compounded over, you know, 1,500 orders. So yeah, you have to kind of get your efficiencies where you can. But even so, even at $1, Eloy, even at $1.03, once you get to level 4 on TCG Player, and anything that's under $5, it automatically charges them $1.31. You're still making a profit on the $1.31 on top of the price of the card. And so anything that you can come in underneath the $1.31 is just extra money you can put in your pocket. And over multiple sales, again, it compounds. And so highly recommend that. Highly recommend that. Yeah, because I mean, my shipping shields, let's see, let me do the math on it. And this is even, I paid to have them printed on. So I got, let's see, I paid, I think, $88. So yeah, my shipping shields with my logo printed on them come to like 8 cents a piece. I don't think it was 88. I think it was just under 88. I don't know, maybe 8.8 cents, almost 9 cents a piece. And top loaders are similar in price for sure. So yeah, I mean, and you'll get better over time, but I think at this point, going from $1.03 to 97, $1.03 per shipment to 97 cents a shipment like Mike has, that may seem like, I mean, you can look at it from two perspectives. It's just a few pennies, but also like it's a few pennies. And when you're selling cards, every penny counts. And so as you're trying to kind of snowball the amount of sales that you're making. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. All right, I'm going to go to the little boys' room real quick. I'm going to mute myself and I will throw up the be right back screen. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Nathan, Sarah, down in Longview, Texas. What's going on, guys? I just got text from some old friends from Texas that are watching my live stream, and instead of putting things in chat because they're watching me on their television, they're just texting me, and I didn't know that they watched my stream. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Good to see you. Good to be seen. Contrary to popular belief, I cannot see you through my camera, but you can see me. But love you guys. Man, thanks for being on the stream, watching what's going on over here. Appreciate you both. Yeah, Nathan is oh, okay, I just saw that you posted like 25 minutes ago that you were watching me, Nathan, so thank you for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so yeah, I've got a good group of friends that from back home, we used to game together on a regular basis. We would always go watch movies together. Miss those guys. Like, I live in Minnesota now. One of the guys lives near Austin. One of the other guys now lives in Colorado. So I think Nathan, you, Eric, and Morgan are probably the only ones that still live in the Longview, Texas area. The rest, half of us took off to the other side of the state or other states, and the rest of you guys are still down there. So yeah, I miss you guys. I miss going to movies with you guys for sure. That was one of my favorite things, especially like with He-Man and some of those movies coming out, the Grogu Mandalorian movie. Yeah, we got to figure out a way to do that again soon. Eloy says, today I picked up new Post-it tabs on Amazon, 2,000 for $9.62, making them. Oh, dude, that's fantastic. Yeah, my biggest pickup for those, I got 600 at a time, but yeah, maybe I need to do more of a bulk. I was trying to get the same texture and feel as the ones I had before, and they had the same form factor, so I assumed they were like made on the same assembly line that the other ones were, even if it was like a different one. So I've gone through about 200 of them so far, so I got 400 left here. I put a rubber band around them to keep them together, but also to keep them from sliding around inside my storage drawer over here. And I try to recycle those tabs as well. I picked these up at Walmart years, like when I first started, a year and a half or so ago. And I use those, like if I have a card that's lightly played or near mint or moderately played, I'll take them off. In fact, what was that card earlier I was showing you guys that was moderately played or whatever? I'll cut these in half. Oh, here's one, Colawattrel. So I put lightly played misprint. So that's one of these stickers here, cut in half. And so it says that there are 525 in here. That's actually going to be 1,050 uses for me. And so I cut them in half and use just the half of them. So that's, see how I cut them in half. I'll use that row, then I'll cut that row in half. But it's a great way to label my cards. I still don't know why I put misprint on here. I can't figure out why I wrote misprint on there. I ran across this card the other day and I was like, why did I put, so I just listed it as lightly played, but I cannot figure out why. I pulled up the card image and I cannot find why I put misprint on there. I don't know. Eloy says, whereas the first ones I bought, I started at 200 for 415, making them 2 cents a piece. Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff, Eloy, that if you can find those efficiencies and buying bulk, I mean, but of course the difference between 415 and $9.62 is you paid a little over double, but for 10 times the amount of tabs. That's the kind of efficiencies you're trying to find if you're committed to the tab system. Not everyone is, but I've just gotten so much good feedback from it. And it is just a moment to surprise and delight your customer that when they open up your shipping shield or open up the team bag with the top loader, and if there's just a tab they can just grab and pull the card right out. I mean, for an extra penny, you know, can you exceed someone's expectations? And if you can, man, I'm all about it. I mean, I could probably save, I mean, just taking away the tab alone, you know, you could save some money here and there, but then it's the difference of, I mean, Apple, like when you buy an iPhone, the way that it's boxed feels so premium. The way you pull it out, the way it's nested in there, the way everything's kind of stacked in there, just with what feels like with intention and, you know, well thought out. They could probably do that far cheaper than what they do, but then it's just like, it doesn't make it feel like a premium purchase. And I think that the things that we do as sellers also has that opportunity to make someone feel like, hey, this is a premium purchase. This is a shop that I want to go back to. This is someone that I want to bookmark their site to go back to. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Let me see how many. I got 7 orders to pack after this. Do I have? Yeah, I still got 7. I think I'm kind of burning through my inventory again. All right, this person's got a $5 order. Let's see how many cards are in that $5 order. Oh, just 3. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, I still can't believe that guy bought a card from me, or bought some cards from me, and then immediately messaged me asking for freebies. That is, I mean, that is a bold move. A bold move. I don't know that I would. I just can't imagine a scenario where I would do that. I mean, if anything I would ask for is just that they would package whatever I purchased well. But you have to assume, maybe you don't have to assume, like, I mean, there's a lot of people that have 0 sales or maybe less than 50 sales that aren't gold star sellers that, you know, haven't yet hit level 4 on TCG Player. That when you buy from them, if you buy the absolute cheapest card, it is a gamble because you don't know how they're going to send it, and, you know, are they cutting up a Hot Pocket box to put it in an envelope, or, you know, whatever. I've seen so many weird ways that people have received cards. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting concept, the way certain people ship things or not. And I think there's a lot of people on TCG Player that think it's going to be easy, and they just kind of make do with what they have. And it certainly doesn't feel like a premium experience when people get the cards. So yeah. But if you have people in your world that, oh, I'll click the wrong button there, that are fans of Pokemon, like I said in my first pin post today, we are just 56 subscribers away from getting monetized. And so if you have anybody that would actually enjoy this content, yeah, please encourage them to subscribe. If you have a spouse or a kid, you know, all my content's family friendly, that could subscribe. You know, we're just trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can get fully monetized. And so we're getting close, getting so close. But Eloy says, when I first started collecting, I ruined a few cards since I fat fingered the top loader because I couldn't get them out of it. Yeah, that's the other thing, is just the ease of pulling cards in and out of top loaders is with the tabs. Not to mention just saving your stinking cuticles. Like, I mean, just being able, like if I had to get in here, you know, I'm a 6'2" man. Like, I mean, not that that has anything a lot to do with my fingers, but trying to get in here, and then the top loader will get into my cuticles here. And so having that tab and just being able just to pull it right out is fantastic. Like, even for just managing your inventory, not just managing, not just for the customer's sake, but for your own sake as you're doing that. I've seen a few top penny sleeves that have like an extra little flap of plastic at the top that you can grab, but they don't hold up as well as these colored tabs do. They just really don't. And so highly recommend, if you don't already do that, that's a great, I mean, in my opinion, that's a great best practice for many different reasons. So at a later time, I bought some cards from someone online and they tabbed the sleeves, and since then it's been how I ship mine. Yeah. I found it. It just definitely gives me peace of mind and helps me know also that, yeah, that they're going to get there in great shape. So, and then when they do get there, it's going to be that premium experience. When they open the shipping shield, the tab kind of like pops up just a little bit. You just pull it out. I love that about it for sure. Oh, you know what? I was going to look at the price of that Zacian card. Let's go over here to the browser. Oh, hold on. Let me get into my thing first. I don't want everybody to see my business email address that's attached to my business profile. All right, inventory. Let's do my inventory search. Let's reverse alphabetize it so that Zacian should come right up here to the top. It's a beauty. Market is $12.61. Currently have it listed for $13.29. Let's take a look here. Let's make sure it is near mint. That's pulled up. $12.61 going up in value. 11 have sold over the last 3 days, so about 4 a day. So I want to be like the third listing. So that's with you add shipping, because it's not free shipping. That is $12.40. That's actually a little bit less than market. I have mine at $13.29. This guy undercut me by a penny. Don't like that, Quetzal Collectibles, with your 98.2% and 958 sales. This guy's got this still, I don't understand how it can have 0% feedback but have 1,100 sales. That's got to be a glitch, right? Or maybe it's been so long since they've sold that their year, I don't know, it feels odd to me. All right, so do I want to be at the 1240, or do I want to, I'm just going to be underneath this guy. I'm going to undercut him by a penny. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. And for you guys, let's make it $11.99 on my pro seller site if somebody wants to pick that up tonight. So let me hit save. And let me come back over here to full screen, pro seller site, shop now. There it is, $11.99. If you want to come snag it from me. This Gengar is another interesting one. Let's see. Come down here. Oh, I need to make this more than 25. Let's make it 500. Oh, it's Mega Gengar, isn't it? Or was it just Gengar? There he is. Let's take a look at this one. All right, so current market is $6.95. Mandy, if you're still here, this is what I was talking about. So like where market is $6.95, but I have it listed for $8.45. That's still a relatively competitive price, but let's dial into it here and see what we got. That's showing me lightly played. I don't want to see lightly played. Had 51 sell in the last 3 days, so that's about 15 a day. 9 sales, 0%, 174. 100%. So these are all people that are trying to get to level 4, right? So I don't necessarily, I want to be maybe the lowest gold star seller, which is $6.99. What do I have it listed for right now? $8.49? hold on, let's take a look at this. Let me just stop looking at that part. So about 15 cards down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's look around in here. So that's 802. This is 795. What if I came in at 7? Let's do 769. Let's do that. That's quite a bit less than what I've got it, but it's still over retail. Let's do 769, and then let's take 40 cents off of that, and on my pro seller site, do it for 729. Still have quantity of 1. So if I come back over here to my pro seller site and hit refresh, 729. Okay, there you go. So that's a lower price. And then this Latios. Let's go look at this Latios here. See what's happened to it since I posted it. Current market is 660. I have it listed for 777. Let's take a look at it. Make sure we got near mint selected. It's gone down a little bit. So it sells about 10 a day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So this guy's got 4. So I need to be about 7. Let's do 727. What is this? This is 699. Let's do 725. And let's take 40 cents off. So it'll be 685 on the pro seller site. Update there. Come back over here, hit refresh. All right, cool. So I've repriced my top 3 highest remaining cards, even though I've sold through about over 100 cards in the last 48 hours. So yeah, so that'll help me, I think, get a little bit more competitively positioned. Maybe I can get those cards sold overnight. So many people buy cards from my shop in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Maybe it's just different time zones. I don't know, but lots of late night drunken Pokemon card buying, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? What do we got here? Hour and 32 minutes into the stream. Get the channel dashboard here. Yeah, right now I've got a, in our Discord server, again, link down below, we've got in the content creation or content ideas or video ideas channel, I just asked people, what kind of questions would you like me to answer? Because I'm thinking about doing like a Q&A type video. I mean, every night that I do a live stream, it turns into a Q&A video, which is great. Love it. I love being able to come on here and know that the conversation is going to lead me different ways to communicate and talk about stuff. Or give me an idea for a future video or something like that. But the Q&A, so I might just do a whole video where I put all those questions, maybe even have my wife, maybe I won't go back and look at the questions some of you have asked, and have my wife like write them on pieces of paper and like put them in a hat, and I pull one out at a time and try to answer the questions. I did see the very first one that someone replied, and it was like, what's your favorite ice cream and why is it butternut pecan or something like that. I wish I could eat ice cream as much as I used to. I don't really have much of a sweet tooth. I am certainly a salty guy. I much prefer salty snacks, and especially when I was kind of diagnosed pre-diabetic a couple years ago, it's changed the way I eat. Not a ton, but I try to be more mindful of carbs and sugar. I really do miss like tater tots and French fries and, you know, breads and biscuits and stuff like that. Biscuits and gravy. Being from the South, I think that's a logical thing to miss. But yeah, it's I realized just now I say but yeah a lot. Is that as annoying as it is to me now that I just discovered it? Maybe not. But I think I've got a couple of ideas spinning around in my head for my video tomorrow that I'll record for Saturday. But I'm really trying to get something that resonates. And I think the things that resonate the most with the community that we've gathered here at Flip House Finds is the how-to videos. and the step-by-step stuff. So I've got an idea for one that I've been thinking about for far too long for tomorrow. So we'll see how. Jeff says that's better than no, yeah. Yeah, when I moved here to Minnesota, there is this weird, maybe it's a Midwest thing, maybe not just a Minnesota thing, but the yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, and like each of those, and I do all that now, and I can interpret it now. When I first moved here, it was like this weird kind of like code switching thing that you had to do. I was like, wait, what are you saying no? Are you saying yes? I can't tell. But now I do it, and one of the things I picked up here is I have multiple guys at job who say that. No shot. I don't know what WXIT is. That did you just fat finger something there? Fat finger it. Typing my homework in here. My bad. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Homework. Gross. I remember when that was a thing. I guess my homework now is packing cards and running a business and not going bankrupt in my business. That's my homework now. Besides mowing the grass yesterday, I got home and the sun was still up, and I got out in the yard and just blew through mowing the grass, so I didn't have to do it this morning. But yeah, one of the words I say up here is oofda. And so I'm assuming it's spelled UFFDA, oofda. And so it's just kind of an exclamation like, oh boy, or ouch, that hurt. Or, I mean, it can be used in multiple different ways. But I've certainly picked up oofda. And I think it's Norwegian or Scandinavian in some way. And so that is a phrase that I say often. And even so much so that when I like play video games with some of my friends, especially like Sea of Thieves, one of the guys I play with, I've never met him in person. And now he, on his own, unprompted, will say oofda. And I'm sure all of the people that he works with, because he lives down in Texas, is like, what in the world? Where did that come from? And I guess I've rubbed off on him the number of hours that we've played video games and stuff together. And so, yeah, it's funny. It's funny to see some of that kind of stuff rubbing off on people. But I try not to say it too much, but here we go. Yeah, it is number 1 IT manager, number 2 card seller, number 3 student, and then soon number 4 grandpa, man. All right. Perfect Chaos LLC. Oofda was big in Nodak, North Dakota, when I was stationed in Grand Forks. Perfect Chaos coming in. Perfect. I don't know that I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the channel, sir. And or ma'am, as the case may be. Sir or madame, as my message on TCG Player from the guy asking for freebies started. Sir or madame, would you please put free stuff in mine? Because it delights me. If so, I'll give you a good review. Implying that if you don't, I'll give you a bad review. Yeah, North Dakota. I mean, I'm assuming it's a Midwest thing, like, you know, whether it's North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota. I don't know if Wisconsin, if they say oofda. But yeah, I have certainly picked that up. First time, love your content, starting my small business. All right, man, that's awesome. Well, welcome. Yeah, get it started. Are you gonna do TCG Player? Are you gonna do eBay? I mean, I know there's some people that are making a good business of it on places like Mercari and stuff like that, but I think Mercari's known more for like clothing and streetwear and stuff, maybe, or maybe it's just odds and ends. I'm not sure. Oh, here's a big thing to talk about, everybody. What do we think about this whole where GameStop said they were going to buy eBay, and it looks like it fell through. eBay wasn't interested, and it seems like GameStop seemed to be about 30 billion with a B dollars short of the money that they needed. Of course, they maybe could have raised it. But I watched a whole video. I posted it in our Discord server a couple days ago, where a guy that I watched that does a lot of eBay selling on YouTube actually was able to interview him. And yeah, what did you guys think about that? Did it make you nervous? Did it not bother you? Did it, just kind of curious what you thought on that, if you want to type it in there. Yeah, Jeff says, welcome chaos. Perfect Chaos says, still deciding but leaning towards eBay. Yeah, we've got, if you're not in our Discord server yet, Perfect, yeah, jump in there. We've got people that are selling on all different kinds of platforms. And so there's a lot to learn, a lot of wisdom in there. So make sure if you aren't yet in our Discord server, come and join us. We're having a good time over there. There's so many fun things, and we're doing our best. There's multiple of us that kind of keep track of the different drop alerts when the Pokemon Center queue is up and some of that kind of stuff. But yeah, you got a good, like with Chaos Rising coming out. You got a good name there, Perfect Chaos LLC. I like it. Is that a brand new LLC you've created to start your business? Rocket Grunt. Mandy says, I don't like the GameStop CEO. He's all talk and he says a lot about supporting customers when he had the audacity to sell cards for market when they get distribution. Yeah, the thing, like, I read the comments in the YouTube video that I posted in Discord. And a lot of the guy's viewers, of course, he is purely an eBay seller. A lot of the guy's viewers, and I like his content. He's a very like even keel dude, doesn't get really excitable and stuff like that. I wouldn't say he has a similar vibe to me. He's probably even a little bit more low key than I am. But a lot of the people in his comments, who obviously are mostly eBay sellers, were very excited and hyped up about it. Now, if you just listen to what the CEO of GameStop was saying, the things he was saying were all good. But the way that he says it, his tone really comes off as like arrogant and really kind of this like, I'm more enlightened than you kind of vibe. And that alone made me super uneasy about it. But it seemed like a lot of his viewers were really excited about it. I would be excited if I didn't have to hear him speak. I didn't have to see his face. And I wasn't put off by his whole like vibe. Because what he was saying, if he could pull off what he was saying, it would be better for eBay sellers. But there's got to be a reason that eBay hasn't done some of the things he's talking about. So it's like he doesn't know what he doesn't know. But it was an interesting video. But I was like, man, I hope this thing doesn't go through. And I don't even mainly sell on eBay. So, yeah. Perfect Chaos says, still active duty with 4 under 4 at the house. So it'll be chaos. Holy smokes, my guy. Have good collection of my own, but got about 13,000 in bulk Pokemon, half sorted, and several thousand sports cards I found tucked away. Brand new LLC you started. Yeah. Yeah, Mandy, you're right. I think he's got a big ego, and he thinks that he knows how simple things are to fix. It felt like manipulation. Yeah, I was very, after watching the video, I was uneasy about it. And so when I saw the news, I think I saw the news yesterday on one of the news websites that I go to on occasion, that basically said that eBay was like, thanks, but no thanks. But there was still obviously a huge uphill battle with, could GameStop actually get the money that's necessary to, if that was the selling price of eBay. That's the other thing too, is I wonder if that's even what the ask was. Like, is it a known commodity out there that people know, oh, if I wanted to buy Yahoo Sports, or if I wanted to buy, I don't know, usatoday.com, if I wanted to buy, whatever, like if I wanted to buy X, Y, or Z, like is there's this like known value of those things out there? I'm not sure. Wasn't a fan after the interviews. Yeah, I agree. I mean, eBay certainly has a lot of room to grow, and certainly has, the website does feel, he said in the interview, does feel like it's from like the late 1990s. I mean, it certainly doesn't feel very modern. I mean, they do have AI integrated into some of the descriptions and stuff like that, but yeah, it's guys, we got another subscriber. Was that one of you guys? If so, thank you. 945 subscribers, just 55 to go. 55 to go. So excited. I've already been talking to my wife about, like, I've been accumulating things that I'm going to give away. I even had Oren from the Poke Directory. He's in our community. He sent me over, I guess he used to subscribe. I guess he used to be like a PSA member or something. He was so kind. He sent me over 5 copies of the PSA magazine. You know what? I'm going to go get them and show them to you. Let me mute myself. I will be right back. Stay right there, everybody. All right, I'm back. Jeff said you should overlay a sub countdown to 1,000. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I can figure that out. I got to figure out how to do something else tomorrow. But so he sent me over 5 copies of PSA magazine, and they're on boards, which is cardboard, and in plastic bags. And he was like, "Hey, give away a couple of these during your 1,000 subscriber celebration." I was like, you know what? I could do that. Retro Mike says eBay's publicly traded and has a market cap approximately 50 billion. 51% stake would approximately cost 26 billion. Oh, I see. So it would be a stock position takeover, if anything. And so one of these I'm keeping. And if you've watched my streams before, you will likely know which one I'm keeping. But I'll save it for last. No, I won't save it for last. Here, let me sort it in here. See where it comes out. See if you can know which one I'm keeping. So this is it is the June, let me see if I can put these in. May, June, July, August, and December volumes of PSA magazine. And so I'm not even looked at any of these yet. So here's one of them. So I'm assuming this is like Disney Lorcana. So you got your Mickey there from Fantasia on the front. Super cool. And then this is probably one of my favorites, but like I love this Wolverine artwork on the front. Super cool. Let's see here. Yeah, Wolverine. It looks really, really cool. Let's see here. We got another Disney Lorcana one. This has got Olaf on it. I think this is from the second movie with the other kind of like snow rock monster underneath. Oh yeah, it did sort the one that I'm going to keep as the last one, so you'll figure it out. This one's cool, One Piece. Monkey D. Luffy. And then this one. So yeah, the magazine, let me open one of these up. I haven't even opened. Let's open the Wolverine one. Go to camera number 2, get all my stuff out of the way here. It's like a giant team bag, or as they say in the Midwest, bag. You gotta keep your mouth really tight. I need to make it to where my face isn't always on this. Hello, son.
What's up?
All right, let's take a look here. Oh, super cool. Oh, that's cool. It's like I got a giant executor, like Japanese. Oh, is there stuff in here about Pokemon? Oh yeah, remembering the legacy of Pokemon Tropical Mega Battle Cards. Okay, so this isn't all, I just assumed the magazine would be all based around what was on the cover, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, Elizabeth Green is the editor. Paradise Lost, remembering the legacy of Pokemon Tropical Mega Battle Cards. Honolulu, Hawaii, one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Oh, that's really cool. So it's got 1999 Pokemon Japanese promos, number 1, 2, and 3 trainer. Super cool. I mean, I'm sure these cards are worth quite a bit if I was to have one of them. Oh, so there's quite a bit of Pokemon in this one. This whole article is about Pokemon. The Tropical Mega Battle deck, half deck or something. All right, then we're getting into the Affinity Stones. Is it? Yep, there's my last song in my playlist. Let me start it over somewhere. Okay, so this is like crayon art over here or something. Okay, so then we got a bunch of the green background. That's Deadpool, Spider-Man, Iron Man. Okay, a bunch of cool stuff there. Yeah, these are really cool. I don't know what it called. I mean, I'm assuming this comes with your PSA membership. Have fun, Mandy. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Get some good rest, my friend. Shanghai Showcase, an in-person grading event, unearths rare gems by Nat Turner. All right, so we got a bunch of some more Pokemon. A Harry Potter collector card. More Pokemon. I guess these were all discovered during this event. My Holy Grail is the name of this article. The Beauty is in the Chase by Dustin Porras. Shining Charizard? Is that his chase? And then we got Monkey D. Luffy. Got some One Piece cards here. Oh, that's a cool Pokemon card. It's signed. It looks like it's a sketch card, but it's signed by... autographed by J. Goud. The Voice. Collectors Assemble. That's kind of a cool... This is a really well done magazine. This is the first time I've ever looked through one of these magazines. 1996 Donruss Marvel cards, looks like. Iron Man, Spider-Man. It's clobbering time. There's Loki. Colossal. We got some X-Men cards. Yeah, so he said he kept all the ones that were purely Pokemon, which, I mean, I didn't ask him for these. He sent them to me, but super nice. Oh, Mandy already left, but check out that Totodile. Or Feraligatr, sorry. Feraligatr. That's super cool. Cover variants. I guess, was that a cover variant for this? Oh, okay, so I guess each issue, you don't always get the same... So you got one with Wolverine, one with Deadpool, and then the one with Feraligatr. I can't even speak. Going to the Chaos Rising. This is Eloy. Chaos Rising pre-release tomorrow. First time playing the actual card game since I was 13. And I'll be 36 next week. Man, that'll be fun though. It'll be a lot of fun. I've only played... I mean, when my son was much younger... We bought a couple of pre-built decks and played, but I never played like an organized play in any way. But all my play time now has been in the Pokemon TCG Live, and so yeah, I've not played in like with someone in the room. I'd have to like build a whole deck. Eloy, when you go to an event like that, do they give you enough cards where if you don't have a deck, you can build a deck? Like right there at the event, or do you need to bring some cards at the beginning to be able to build your deck out? How does that work, or do you even know? You're going to go experience it for the first time. Hey, Perfect Chaos, if you're still here, did you subscribe just before you chatted? Maybe you accounted for my subscriber 945. If so, thank you. Thank you very much. Perfect Chaos says, should have the pre-release battle deck boxes. Yeah? Question mark. Yeah. I'm waiting to see what Eloy says there. I'm paying $30 for a build and battle, which is a pre-made deck with 4 extra Chaos Rising booster packs. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, Chaos. That's not bad. So $30, and it's got a kind of a core set, a core, you know, pre-built deck and 4 extra. You know, there's probably a lot of those events going on right here in the Twin Cities. I ought to look into that. I ought to look into that and go and play and just have some fun with it. But I don't know. I'm such an introvert. Hanging out with you guys on a Thursday night is pretty extroverted to me because I'm just sitting here talking the whole time. Should come with stamped promos, Chaos says. Eloy says, and the build and battle comes Oh, they just confirmed. Yeah, it should come with a stamp. And then Eloy said it does come with a stamp. But I think they chatted on top of each other. They didn't know which I would need for my master set anyway. Oh, that's right, Eloy. When you and I were hanging out in Discord last night, you were showing me all your master sets. Yes, that's a ton of fun. All right, guys, how much longer do we have on our 5 super chat goal? 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Grandmaster. I guess that'd be a Grandmaster set. Winky face. Is that what Chaos is saying? So if you want to jump into the super chat goal, we're trying to get 4 more in 6 minutes, but again, no pressure. It's just something I'm doing for fun. Each of my live streams, every $1 or $2 helps the channel, so that's a ton of fun. And yeah, and then we got a new subscription gifted by RetroMike tonight, so thank you for that, Mike. And once again, you guys kept me on my toes. We talked about all kinds of things. The eBay acquisition by GameStop. I don't know, GameStop, the mismanagement of their company over the last 5 to 10 years, even if this guy, the CEO is new and is bringing some fresh takes on stuff, it just makes me nervous. Anything related with GameStop taking over one of the largest platforms in the world when it comes to, if not the largest platform for reselling, makes me super, super nervous. Yeah, technically every set I have, I'm grandmastering, but will never finish. Okay, guys, tell me the difference between mastering and grandmastering. Is that just like every variant of every card, even some that are like prize pack cards? Because I mean, I know that like sometimes I'll look up a card and there'll be like a stamped version, which would have like the name of the set on it. Then there's like a prize pack version, and then there's like just the plain version of it. So I'm assuming that's the difference between master setting and grandmaster. Like master setting would be a placeholder for every card, whereas grandmaster would be every variant of every card. Is that how it works? Promos and variants included is grandmastering. Gotcha. Oh yeah, the promos might be difficult too, depending on inventory in your area. Yowzers. Yeah, I don't know that I could ever do any set. Master set. I would be so obsessed with it, and it would certainly eat into the profits of my business. Certainly. Certainly. But sometimes those just keep coming, so it's never ending. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So like, yeah, it could be that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, it could be that they keep printing promos, or they do new boxes with new promos. To most people, a master set is every card listed in the ETB book. Okay, so that is a pure master set, would be what's in the ETB book, whereas the grand master set would be that plus ETB book plus. And with the ETB, I mean, with the ETB book, it would be super simple to take that to a card show and just, mark through all the ones you already have and very quickly be able to find what you're picking up. Perfect Chaos says, yeah, pretty standard to just set what you can. Just set what can be pulled from booster packs. Eloy says Grandmaster is pretty much what Chaos has mentioned. Gotcha. That makes sense. Yes, sir. That's what I did with 151 and Crown Zenith. Dang, my guy. That is a lot of work. Walking through the card show with ETB books. Yep. You have like a satchel just full of ETB books and then a binder for the cards you're picking up or whatever. All right, guys, when this clock on the goal gets to 0, we're going to wrap up the stream. Got about 2.5 minutes left. Any last questions? Any last minute things you want to ask or talk about? Chaos says, went on a ripping rally one day, was just 5 cards short of Perfect Order Master Set. Yeah, Perfect Order is not as lame as many people think it is. Especially like my favorite card in it is an inexpensive card. I'm actually going to give away a copy of it once we hit 1,000. But this guy, this Talonflame right here. Love that card so much. Love it. You know, the eyes forward, wings spread, kind of flying over what looks to be like a English or like a London European style village down below. Love that card. Absolutely love that card. Just sold 2 of those. Yeah, I have 2 of those over there. I think I'm going to give away both during our 1,000 subscriber live stream. I've got all these sealed promos with prismatic evolution stamps on them. We're going to give away during that stream as well. Yeah, maybe a few more ideas. So Eloy says, I'm packing them right now. Good job, man. Perfect Chaos says, I like it, and it's pretty attainable these days. Jeff's over here doing his homework in our chat again. That's funny, man. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. It has been a ton of fun, as it always is. I need to come a little bit more prepared to do some like legitimate stuff. But I just want to be open to the questions. Maybe someday, if I'm able to pick up packs, we can do some rip and ships on here as well. I'm just so focused on singles, listing and selling singles, and creating content right now. I'm kind of hyper focused on getting the channel monetized, and once we do that, it's going to be kind of a watershed moment to where that'll just be, you know, doing its own thing out there. You know, being a Shipping Shield affiliate, an Amazon affiliate, and then also, yeah, just continuing to sell cards and make content. And man, it's been a ton of fun. I'm always so grateful every time we wrap up a live stream. Just so grateful for all of you and for being a part of this community. So thanks for being here, everyone. We are done with our challenge. We had 1 super chat. Thank you so much for that. I think Jeff, was it Jeff? Jeff, did you do the super chat? Who did the super chat? 1 gifted sub from RetroMike, and so grateful for you. So thank you for being here tonight, everyone. I'm going to say goodnight and go rest my throat. And I got to pack some orders. So you guys have a good night. Much love from Minnesota, from Fliphouse Finds. And you know what? I'll see you in the next live stream. Night, everybody. Much love. See you in the next one.